the half.
Now we can have tuna fish.
But we shouldn't think about the past, but that was.
Yeah,
awful.
and pizza. We're thinking about what things
Pizza.
Mando is good at, which she's good at a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And then the pizza, we can have it. And this came already put together. And I know you put these together too. The cat thing, like this. The cat and the cat.
Oh, we're suffering.
When we get the pizza, we got
surgery.
And quite worried.
Okay, girls get the pizza.
Okay.
I got some.
So Dr. G. They're showing a kitty cat on here. That's. It's really cute, the cat.
Come here.
Okay. Some spirit did it. Yeah.
So I have enough for eggs in the morning with sausage and eggs, okay?
Thank you, Mom.
Very good, honey. I will do it real soon.
Challenged by the reality of having kids as you were trying to figure out your career.
All I got is hamburgers, and I got chicken wings, so yeah.
Experience for you. Not just perfect shade and flavor of trauma.
Dad likes sunny up eggs in the morning, okay? I don't want to hard boil it off, 12 I can maybe do 8, okay? So, how's that sound? I did 12 and they came out good. Oh, glad. Sometimes Dad wants to burn the egg, kind of like this. So,
You can see this is the foreign body.
I'm not going to do it all of
There is
it,
a
okay?
round dish object.
That's not what we want.
Looks like it's about 1 centimeter in diameter, something plastic, maybe not. I'd be hard pressed to say if it is a piece of plastic. Some types are quite visible in that space, whereas other types are not. It's something that we're going to see once we're in there.
Still got any you like it?
No.
I got an idea. I put my glasses on so I can see everything.
Especially one in one way. Animal with physical disability certainly does elicit some feelings.
Unless I left it out in the car, do you see my glasses just good?
Something must have happened to the cat and the dog. Maybe something happened. The dog got in.
Okay, but have you seen my glasses? Unless I left it
I
out.
don't know. But the vet's helping the animals at least.
Is my glasses in the bedroom, Jody?
So one dog they showed looked like it had an injured leg, broken leg.
There it is.
The poor dog. They must be doing surgery on this cat. They're doing surgery on this cat. Looking inside.
Okay, so let's not take us focus now. And now I'm in the satellite.
Oh, I'll figure it out.
Yeah, there are some kibble in there. The stomach contains a significant amount of food, and that makes it somewhat challenging.
Wow.
How do you make that? Of course, you put it in conventional oven. Preheat oven 400 degrees. Place 1 6 cheese. Oven preheat. Heat for 40 minutes. Or until the cheese becomes golden brown. Okay. I thought.
He never really grew out of his kitten face. He just grew it all day.
I sometimes look at him and start crying, but I love him so much. I don't know what's gonna happen. Are you tired and scared? Your mental health is better. But having uncontrollable body movements called TD, total dyskinesia, can feel embarrassing.
I asked my doctor about treating my TB.
Oh my God.
Number one prescribed Ingrezza reduced TD movements by greater than 10 times, with most seeing a response as early as 2 weeks. And you can keep taking those mental health meds.
Ingrezza can cause depression, suicidal thoughts, or actions in patients with Huntington's disease. Call your doctor if you become depressed, have sudden behavior, mood changes, or suicidal thoughts. Don't take Ingrezza if allergic. Serious side effects may include allergic reactions like sudden, potentially fatal swelling in eyes, sleepiness, the most common side effects, and heart rhythm problems. Don't know Ingrezza text or operating the car if dangerous machinery. Report fever, skin, muscle problems, thinking, disease, might be life-threatening, shaking, stiffness, drooling, and trouble feeling with balance may occur. Taking control starts with asking your doctor about
Yeah, I forget how you did that. But I really it says I can put it in. Yeah, this is it. So it says it's for 400, it says.
For 60 years, families like ours have been growing apples for trees off for families like yours. Only our quarterly, but the quality of
Oh, hi, everything okay? But, no. That's good. Hi. I feel really bad because I didn't do much. What melting pot people were doing, stabbing my sister. That was evil of them.
Take it on.
Because ever since then, I don't like working there anymore. Cause another thing is, they laid me off too soon. Do you think melting pot should be sued? They're not keeping track of my sister enough.
Don't get this way. Don't take everything on. Don't get man started.
I don't like the way they mistreat her.
Alright, you trying to make her get upset again?
She has disabilities too, like me, but a little bit different. But they shouldn't hurt her like that. Don't you agree?
You're not listening to me. I said.
She brought it up when I heard it in my room.
No, don't keep going. I know.
She brought up the past.
Yeah, I agree with that. But just don't do business with them.
I pray to God that they would. There were
Some
other,
places go out of business. Okay,
I pray to God that none of the workplaces are like that.
okay, let me hear this about Nigerians getting killed by.
Name my prayer. I really hope Jesus answers our prayer, or my prayer, or my sister's.
Yeah, we keep talking. It's gonna make her even.
I won't bring it up anymore. It's in the past. Going forward, someday we'll get a job that's better. Hopefully.
I think you're gonna go out of business because you're a good restaurant.
They did graffiti, we noticed too. The same people.
I'm sure it is about Nigerian people getting
From
killed.
Centerville, yeah. I quit talking.
We've been dating for 7 years, but we've never met each other before.
I was watching this show. That's pretty big. My favorite food is the pizza and the chomp. For some reason I like cold pizzas now.
You're also going to have
Sure, thank you. Okay. That sounds good at home, yeah. Is that at home? Oh, this cat swallowed something. So they're trying to dig it out. Poor kitty. Black? Oh my goodness, she's out. Poor kitty. Oh. Oh. No. Poor thing.
It is in the outflow from the stomach into the small intestine. Going to cause a problem. Dragging it back into the stomach can be a challenge as well. Up to the first part of small intestine, endoscopies can go. If it passed through, in that case, it will be surgical intervention. It will be more risky.
They could get it out in time. Poor kitty.
What I'm going to use for removal is the one here first. We're just going to make sure that we get a decent cold in it.
Oh. The inside looks like.
You have to get the foreign body in the retrieval instrument. Okay. Let's see if we can get it out. You try to gently manipulate it so you don't drop it.
Oh, you have to be careful.
Okay.
Did they get the piece? They did. They got it.
Watch. Yes, that.
That's the piece it swallowed.
Of a curious snack, nearly too far gone.
Oh, no.
What are you thinking? Why did you eat that? And
Did he eat that?
then
Looked like a plastic or something. Poor kid. At least they got it out. That object it swallowed, Mom. Or something.
Pretty big piece inside that dog.
Inside the cat, they found.
Well, they also found inside the dog.
whatever this thing is, it was amazing to see my dad.
It looked like a bolt it swallowed her.
All right, you guys have a good day.
It's inside it tested. At least they got it out.
On to the next endoscopy.
They had to clean it too, because it swallowed it.
Wow.
Deep inside the stomach.
Poor kitty.
Good thing they got, that could have killed the cat. It's in there too long. They had to be, they could have happened to our cat. Me either. That's why I had to be careful. Because you don't know what these animals swallow. I know. It's true. Oh. Oh.
So I do have the orange body here.
What would you do if you can't?
Maybe I'll learn not to swallow. I don't want it to happen again. Very risky to take out. Poor thing.
That's why I'm saying it.
Yeah, kind of rough, but they got it out. It lived through it.
So are you with me? Let's be champions together. Make your appointments to donate blood today.
Red Cross.
RedCrossBlood.org.
Strawberries. Here.
Volume split cup yogurt. Tip it, swirl it, love it. At Planet Fitness, we don't care about how you get us sweating. Just get us sweating. That's right. We're all strong on this planet. Planet Fitness. Best in class equipment. Over 24 hours. Just $15 a month. That's when we burn.
Butter. The butter hearts. Oh, it looks good. Peanut butter hearts. Hearts. That'd be a good one. Yeah, blue cheese.
Domino's medium
You don't like blue cheese, like
He don't.
doesn't.
No.
I didn't know that.
Different what they like.
Yeah, everybody's different.
I
Yeah,
like savory stuff.
I do too. I was surprised they did recalls of mushrooms, even though
Better unsavory stuff.
I'm not a fan of mushrooms. But can you believe what happened? They had recalls of mushrooms, even though I'm not a fan of mushrooms. Are you a fan of mushrooms?
Yeah.
What sort of? I'm kind of not, because
I don't like coconut. It's
sadly mushrooms have recalls in it anyway.
coconut.
Coconut can be allergic reaction to some people. Same with mushrooms, probably. Oh, plastic.
Feather toy.
Oh, it swallowed a feather toy, Ma.
What's that again?
It swallowed a feather toy. That's why the emergency was.
It was part of the plastic on the feather toy. Oh.
That's why we had to take him in.
Feather toys. We better not keep that out. Feather toys. I thought they were dangerous. It's the end of the pole, I think.
Yeah, so they had to take him in right
I
away.
thought those feathers were dangerous. No, it wasn't the feather, it was the plastic.
The plastic itself, they had to take it in.
The plastic that they nibbled on. Must have hard teeth.
It swallowed it, and they were trying to get it out.
I
And
never thought he could
All of them toys?
the end of the pole.
they followed.
They can chew on the rubber and the end and pull it off.
And they finally got it out of him.
That's scary. I didn't know they could do that. I didn't know they could do that. Charlie chews on that stuff, yeah.
That's why they choked.
Charlie chews on it, and that Crispy chews on plastic. Somehow they knew it was from the feather toy.
Maybe he gagged, that's why he took it in. That's probably what happened.
I do not often have a lot of time to spend.
Hey, Mom's here.
Oh, I didn't know Malcolm was calling.
Animals have always been so important.
That's funny. I didn't know you were calling. Well,
Yeah, it's called. I didn't realize it called.
I didn't realize you were talking on the phone.
Okay, guys.
It's a blessing to have our parents.
I think it's better to love than to hate.
Yeah, because it is a sin. I learned this.
Even though I take a revenge on someone that attacked me.
Yeah, it's normal.
I forgive them.
Just forgive. I encountered Cupid in a dream. I
I
think.
just don't want to get close to it.
Do you believe Cupid's real?
Yeah.
He's the one that taught about forgiveness a different way. He's an angel. That taught to not hold grudges or
Yeah, I don't like cold grudges.
not get angry. That Cupid told me that in a dream.
I don't hate my family. I just.
Cupid lives in a special place.
don't want to get to hell.
It's a special place he lives at, but you don't want to idolize him.
I
So.
wish someone would watch over me.
Yeah, I know.
So I don't go to hell.
Yeah, I know. But
Like Satan did.
oh, because he.
Freed me out of hell, but it was hard to get out.
But I think he was heroic too, even though he was fallen.
Yeah, he's fallen, but he saved my life.
I believe he's good. He
I
had.
told Dad that Jesus can't save your life if you're in hell.
Yeah.
You have to bail out by another force.
Maybe the fallen do have
Dad
a heart
don't know
somewhere.
anything. He thinks that Jesus comes to there. He don't do that anymore.
I guess something's missing in the Bible. Well, everything's in.
Eternal damnation means that you can't retrieve them out of there once they're stuck.
You know what Cupid says?
I'm not going to hell though.
I know.
I'm just telling people not to feel comfortable in hell, or to put people in hell, or they might be trapped there for good.
I don't like the.
You don't want to wish your family into hell,
I not.
or else they might get trapped there and never come out.
That's scary. I don't want. I don't wish.
And they could also put other people in hell too that they know, which is bad too. I wish Jesus would keep me safe and
stop putting me in hell.
Jesus, keep me safe.
Because I want to be protected instead of put in a place I don't belong.
Because not everything says in the
Jesus didn't
Bible.
answer my prayer, so I had to pray to another force.
I'm glad you did, because there's nothing in the Bible that says
Yeah.
about different aliens around that help people.
Yeah, I know.
That's the thing. 'Cause we have encounters.
Those are blessings. I know Gabriel likes cats.
Yeah, he does. Dad don't know
I
about
think
everything.
Jesus likes cats too. I just don't know Jesus as well as Gabriel.
Just Gabriel knows him well.
I think I know Jesus, but not as well as I think. That's all I can say.
He did make the planets, the universe. So I remember he's the one that visited in my dreams that he made.
Can I tell her about Judas?
Go ahead.
No, don't
No.
tell her about Judas. He's
Oh, yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm from. I don't want to talk anymore about.
You don't have to.
From another religious sect.
There are different realms that don't say in the Bible that have realms, but there are there. They exist.
Yeah, he was friends with Jesus, but they didn't get along too well.
Yeah. Something happened to
But
him then.
he wanted to love Jesus. He just felt like Jesus betrayed him too.
So he felt betrayal. That's what happened to him.
That's why he did that.
Jesus thought he was betraying him. That's what happened.
They betrayed each other.
Actually, they betrayed each other. Yeah.
That might be what it was. It could have been.
Might have been what happened. You're probably
Can't
right.
think about it. I just
I know.
relax.
They're doing another kitty cat. Maybe it swallowed something too.
And he has a trail of his own spirituality too. Yeah, he might have his own religious standard. You're probably right about that.
I
He
think
was one of the scribes of
a fallen sinner, probably one of them. You think this cat swallowed something too on here? I don't know. It's a gray striped one this time. I think. They get it. What is that? Oh, it's naughty. Look like a string it swallowed. Hair.
hair tie.
It swallowed a hair tie.
Oh my god! I never thought of this. Hair tie.
It's what was stuck inside his stomach.
The cat ate a whole bunch of hair ties.
Oh, right. I can believe that. Keep it away from the cat.
It might have hurt the cat.
Or no wonder it's probably gasping coffee.
You have to take him in
That's
the.
scary. I didn't know they could eat hair ties.
That's why we take him to the vet.
Oh my god, Charlie.
Check
You gotta
him.
be
You
crazy.
better not have it where he can get it. You don't, do you?
No.
I don't think so.
That's the
You
name.
can swallow anything if you can swallow that.
Make sure it's
Looks
not there
dangerous
before
for
he
this
brings
cat.
it.
I know you can swallow paper too.
Then we have Krispy Kreme.
Here.
I bet this is probably not cheap, but you have to take him in if he gets worse.
Oh my god.
This,
Keep him up on the floor to begin with, because we can't afford it.
I can to take him in.
Oh boy.
Do that.
We'll try to remember to pick things up. And
Terrible.
I know. Mom says it's expensive to take a cat in.
Well, it is.
Oh,
So what you do, you don't have it there for them to get into to begin with.
okay.
Now you know.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'm glad
Keep things up.
I'm glad we're watching Animal Rescues, Mom.
They can also swallow
Safe.
bread ties too.
Oh, I thought of that. Yeah, be careful. Too. I'm glad we.
Back in the floor of the laundry room next to the main door.
So that's good, good,
The
very good.
hallway. Charlie told me to clean house.
Oh, I'm so proud of that cat. Praise the Lord, yeah.
And he looked at the vacuum cleaner like he wanted me
You wanna give me the
He
coffee
looked at
mugs?
the vacuum cleaner too, like he wanted me to sweep the floor. That's what I forgot.
He's a smart cat. And give me the other one.
So we're watching animal rescues where they have to get the stuff out of the cats.
The best thing is not have down there for them because it'll make them not live long.
Crying about me cleaning house. Oh, that's what you were saying.
I know.
Oh,
I know it's all.
Jonathan crazy.
Oh, that's funny. Jonathan, if he's real, he's a ghost. But he's nice, so he's funny. Jim Carrey's real too. Jim Carrey says he is one too.
Well, maybe. But then, if you give me the other map on that side,
Oh, and I see bowls. Go ahead and bring them over too while you're at it.
Okay.
And I'll throw this away because they don't need to eat seeds.
Charlie. I would always hear people praising Charlie in my dreams before I had a cat.
You did?
It was like I met him out of nowhere and I thought I'd never have a cat named Charlie.
It came true.
If you see any more dishes, Jessica, bring it over. Okay?
Here you go.
Thank you, honey. Bless your heart. What?
I thought I would have a boyfriend named Charlie, but it ended up being not a boyfriend.
Well, you may still get a boyfriend named Charlie. You never know.
I could come to.
Thank you, Jessica. Is there any more over there?
Bowl. That might come true.
I'll take it. Go ahead and give me the bowl.
I love my cat, but I'm not going to listen to Charlie.
No, you know how.
There we go. Thank you, Jessica.
I guess it would be the same name as our cat.
I'm not going to listen to
Is that
Charlie.
it, Jessica?
Okay, you don't have to. Yeah, I think,
Jessica, is that it?
yeah, it's all right.
Is that it?
I think that's it.
Okay, thank you,
You're
Jessica.
kind of talking over me.
See what we got.
But he might come. We don't just go look for him. Anything's possible.
He has an aura of calmness that just radiates throughout the entire house.
Oh,
I'm awfully worried, and I just really want him to come home tonight.
Okay, so I'm into the farewell. The silent still manages to digest things while he is anesthetized. Hypothetically, he can move passage. Is there a risk of having to go to surgery now? There's always a risk. And there, after shooting,
Oh, yeah.
going through the firewall.
Uh-oh.
As Dr. G increased against a straight effect, we have different styles of hair elastics, different lengths, different diameter, and at least one of the hair elastics is advancing to the small intestine. That can be a lot of trouble. Dr. G targets the hair type that threatens to cause trauma if it moves deep into items attested. Okay, let me see if I can get it back into the stomach. With mild traction, there is this there. Eventually it can become a much more serious issue. I have to go steady and make sure that I do not do any damage. And here we go.
you got it. That's the last one.
Like vampires have. Island definitely seems to be a collector.
Another
Double digits.
hair on it.
Okay. My Lord Supreme, there is nothing else in there. You're done? I am done.
Oh. You got all of it out.
Oh my God.
You know,
This is another
stuff, hair.
amazing. I got hustle of this view, like staring into a mirror.
gonna be okay.
Some cats are determined to get into things. Haircuts, they keep coming, I'll keep dealing with them. Final total is 11 hair ties.
Oh my god.
I think it's gonna be doing better.
Didn't know it swallowed that many hair ties.
Again, my cat's going up. This is it.
Look at all those hair ties that was inside the cat's stomach.
Always worry about that.
Disgusting. Looks like there were like thousands. I don't know.
Yeah, you can tell they kind of leave things laying on the floor and
Well, we
everywhere.
do it too.
Without
I
thinking.
throw them away right
The
away.
hair ties?
Yes.
I try to keep them up, it just gets hit.
Hair ties, and I pick up bread ties too.
I
That's
do
metal.
that too. I try to pick up everything for the cat.
do it too.
We tried to.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Lou.
Oh, wait, thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks for having us. Yeah, have a great night.
We have a hair tie. He's okay.
It was a wonderful day today. Are you make it?
Aww.
Did you make it forward?
She lived through it all.
I'm just so
Okay.
happy that he's okay.
Oh, he's okay.
Very home.
Aww.
And we're being very careful to ensure that my cat does not get any more elastic.
Yeah.
Glad he's okay. Oh. They swallow a lot of his pop. Sometimes they do that.
Hi, sweetheart. Come here. Hey, I'm here. Luna. I am the owner of Luna. I've been a vet for 22 years. Now, hey, again. Well, I got to work with Luna's coming with me, so yeah, I'm seriously part of our family.
Recently, 3-year-old Luna has had mysterious coughing fits.
I think Charlie's coughing. Even
We're gonna have a look on the back of her throat and up behind her nose to see if there's anything stuck inside.
Coughing still.
Most foreign body holders yet are illegal to projects in the jet track.
I hope the cat didn't eat your hairpiece, Mom.
I really
That was
hope
a big hairpiece.
What we can find out.
That'd be a big one.
you probably take to the vet. Like, I hope it don't happen.
That would be hard.
I mean, what do we do?
I don't think the cat would die.
Some can survive it, but
Yeah, I just hope it's okay.
I hope so too. It can be risky. I hope it doesn't have to. Mom says it's expensive to take him in.
Mom should have bought the carton of milk, which I did. Throw most out. I don't know what that milk for breakfast for now. I didn't get it. See, I was gonna get some, but I can't because there's nothing in there.
Kitty cat.
I was gonna get parasites. Sure.
Always laying. Sat on the dog. Just loves his pets. Jiku. No heart in the mouth.
Okay, you got coffee?
Crispy onion cheeseburgers at
Dairy
Jiku.
Queen has
That's the only one that eats cereal.
Dairy Queen has a crispy dollar meal deal, cheeseburger with crispy onion
Time they have that.
fries that cost
$7. That's reasonable.
Okay, maybe sometime we'll get it.
Never try.
No, we don't.
No.
We'll be careful.
We'll be careful.
Not tonight. We can't eat out.
We'll eat at home.
Better to
Anyway, yeah. No loaf's good.
Oh, wow.
I like the chomps. They're delicious.
What you need, scissors for the cherry and olive scissors. Oh, wait, it's so much Next time we get olives, you can use Yeah, Karen wrote back. She says they need to win
They got the puppy bowl again. On February 8th, Animal Planet's got the pet bowl. 10,000 more. They got a pet pool going on, sister. On Animal Planet. It's Sunday, February 8th. It's Sunday, February 8th is when the puppy bowl starts. You want to see the puppies on there?
Oh, okay.
You can win $10,000 or I don't know how it would work, but they showed it on Animal Planet now.
Well, we'll just watch.
Did you know February 8th is the puppy bowl again? You want to see that? Wouldn't that be fun? To watch the dogs again. No, it's not until the 8th. It's not February yet, right?
Okay.
We're doing this because we want to surprise them with home cooked meal and the family all together.
Home
Yeah,
cooked.
I'm gonna get bread. All right, the list, I'm having bread.
Luna has knows her way onto Dr. G's suspected foreign body list. Is she still showing signs or?
Yeah, she'll run over and she'll.
Coughing is certainly going to be some concern.
Have this dog. Charlie. Look what I found.
You want me to help her?
I guess you can.
Or you want to help her with the trash?
I don't know. Charlie's handsome and I don't have a coat. I had to wear a sweater because I was cold with a thin
Well, it just
top.
take you like 2 seconds to get out there and run out there and come back before you get too cold.
I won't, honey.
I don't want to be too cold.
Do you need some help with the trash?
Give me Sizzlog.
What is this from Rainy Active? What is the truth behind the secret space program in alien recovery? What's that about?
Give me
I don't
scissors.
know. I don't recognize the.
I want to show David how this
Offer of
works. It's made by 3-in-1 highlighters, STYLUS, and pen.
Oh,
It's made by Extreme.
You have to cut them in half.
Have you ever heard of Extreme?
Stream? No.
That's the name of it.
Where are you getting that?
Menards.
The mid mods?
It even has an ink pen on the tip of it. And that's when it changes into an ink pen too.
Yeah. Sound like a goat's up there. Did I hear a thump?
Oh, yeah.
Could be.
Maybe a bunch of pigs or something.
Or a pig? Maybe running around. I don't know.
They're Muslims don't like pigs. They get terribly upset if you throw a pig into
Well, it could be a pig upstairs. They're cute.
Yes, they are.
They're such cute animals.
If they have a farm up there, that's nice, isn't it?
Yeah. How about that?
That's what it is, thumping around.
You know, you can have a pet pig. Why not?
We can, maybe in our yard.
You never know. You know, the They have all kinds of animals there.
You know what I did? That I thought it was more pretty than the mask, where they wear their mask. That was boring. I thought it was pretty. Me doing the film of or was the best part.
Yes, that is pretty.
Well,
Okay, I want to show Dad how this works, okay? The farm. They
Okay.
showed that on TV, did they?
okay.
Okay.
You can break them in half or what?
When you take this off, let's see. Nanda had problems taking it off too. There it goes. There's the magic highlighter
Yeah,
marker. That's on that end.
yeah.
Then if you want an ink pen, you just twist it. There it is.
One of those
So
pens.
it rides like an ink pen, and then you push it back in if you want to use it just for your cell phone to look at things.
Alright.
It'll be acting that way here.
I would
I think
recommend.
they're nice and they write real good
It's
too.
not right.
I tried it.
I would recommend explain about something. Dose of deception.
You didn't twist it.
You get it in yellow, orange, pink, and blue, dear.
Oh, yeah, that works pretty good. Okay.
You want to know what Ivan
So
Records
that's
said?
how it works.
Dose of deception,
Here you go,
episode
Laura.
43.
I'll put it up here then.
What?
That's on the tray.
Yeah, you can keep that.
I wonder what he's going to talk about
See,
on
did you try
episode
it?
43.
Huh?
Did you try this? When you leave it on, this on, just turn it like that. You got an ink pen.
That's what I did. I just drew a couple lines on
See
it.
how good it writes.
See, I wrote a couple lines on toilet paper.
What about this guy, Ivan Reckman? He says dose of deception.
Oh, you
That's
feeling
5 days
okay,
ago.
Charlie?
I'm not interested in.
Are you feeling okay?
That's
Anything?
where he acts kind of evil, I guess.
And what he said, you think he's evil?
No,
You
I
can't
don't
be
know if he is or
swallowing
not.
stuff, okay? You and Krispy
He knows a lot
Kreme.
of information, so he's not evil.
Make sure you
I
have
don't
everything
think.
up from Krispy Kreme.
I don't think he's evil. He just cusses a lot, like he said.
well, this is only 1 minute long. This one here.
He's wearing a William Shatner outfit.
I think
except
he's-
it's red.
Looks like he's it looks like Kirk on Star Trek.
He hollered at the frog and said,
Hey, you're not a
Hey, why can't you hear the
frog.
commercial?
"You're not green.
He was
You're
fun.
supposed to be green, the frog."
Can't you hear the
He
commercial?
was making fun of the left car.
You're not supposed to be pink.
Remember
Frogs
that?
were green.
Isn't that funny? He made a mark about it.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
I'm sorry, Dad.
Boy's trial. Well, first of all, she directly offered Enrique Tarrio a get out of jail free card, go home while he's being held in solitary confinement, if he would say that President Trump sent them into the Capitol. And I know I could have gone home, same offer would have been made to me if I wanted it to just turn on President Trump. But Enrique is an honorable man, as myself and my co-defendants refused to do that. But she was also caught red-handed supporting perjury, coercing a false confession out of Jeremy Burton,
This is bad
one
wrong.
of the Proud Boys, who has, subsequent to President Trump coming back into office,
Persecuted
has now admitted
jurisdiction.
in an affidavit that he was
He's laying on the bed
He's
right
laying
now.
on the bed. He seems okay.
Yeah. This is interesting. He gets a lot of information. He knows more than what you can do.
we know of. She ran out on a rail, and all of them did that. And there, like in my case, there were 2 Capitol Police officers who were caught red-handed committing perjury, who are still not indicted for perjury. So this DOJ
quiet,
is
I won't
sadly
bother
acting exactly like the prior DOJ. I see no difference.
You need a clip.
Then just watch it. I'm quiet. Shut my mouth. We'll play it again.
Alright,
You know you cut him off.
well, I know what you're talking about, so.
So you get the information.
2 days ago. Well, I know that woman's bad, and that's all you know.
Okay, me and my sister thought it was funny when Ivan Reckon mentioned about saying the frog, you're not pink.
Oh, yeah.
Frogs are supposed to be green.
Right. That was funny.
We thought that was funny.
Yeah.
Johnny's on the bed. Says,
Oh yeah, Barb, And speaking of keys, speaking of keys, Barb, maybe we ought to go to discount drugstore sometime and have a duplicate key made to the storage bin. Huh? Well, they made the keys. They made keys to the garage for us, and the only thing they couldn't. No, I did that. That's what I did that at Menards. So what did they make us a key of? I think we had the key made at discount drugstore too. They couldn't do the mailbox key though because it had extra thing on the back of it. That's disgusting. These guys are hurting these animals. All right. What about the cats? Stop laughing at me. Got flashpoint's gonna be on tonight, I think.
Nature. You always know the right time to call. When life plays
The things that separate us from other junk removal services is that we actually take the time and
Rev 7 is our premium energy drink that tastes great and gives you energy all day with no jitters and no crashes. That's because there's no sugar and no caffeine. I'm so sure you're going to love Rev 7 that for a limited time you can try our 3-pack absolutely free. Or check out our Perkel bed sheets. I can't believe I'm even going to say this.
Violations, which I've seen people, Christians go to jail for quite a while. I've seen Christians' homes raided under the Biden administration, families pulled out at gunpoint. We're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about the fact Don Lemon knew what he was doing. He was part of the insurrection on the church and some other stuff, including Nick Sortor had his camera stolen from him yesterday afternoon while he was filming. And you're just not going to believe what the Minneapolis police said and where the car came back registered from. We're going to get into all that and a lot more. I want to say thank you and happy Monday to everybody for tuning in. Hopefully we're going to do right about an hour. We if you guys know, we fly out here in a couple hours So we were going to be flying out. We're going to be with Ben Berkwam doing some really interesting, fun stuff, and video to follow. Video to follow. Won't be live stream. Again, stuff we can't live stream, but it will be some stuff you guys will appreciate and enjoy. So looking forward to that. Let me jump up here really quick. Carol Burton, Paulette Mitchell, Darlene, hello. Trina's in.
Flashlight. Hi, China. You know what? It's only 64 degrees in the bathroom. Wonder how warm it is in here. They also said to do the fan, ceiling fan, and have it blown up and make the warm air come down.
Do you think I could send my trainer a thank you card for being such a good trainer? Yeah, the next time you go see him, even though I would give my card to my cat. I think you should. I like him because,
Yeah. That would be nice of you.
give him that seat thing. Cheaper, yeah. Yeah, they're moving to Meow.
Who's that?
Meow place, the Meow place where they show the cats at the dating mall. They're moving somewhere else. They're moving at Cross Point. They got a Cisco, close by the Cisco. Supposed to do. Not today though. We can't go there today. No, I'm supposed to hear from sometime tomorrow earlier about Charlie and being able to get more cat food. Can I go with you? I'm not gonna go, I can hear from him, but I already made an appointment with Banfield. But if I do hear from him tomorrow, then I will go with them and cancel the appointment with Banfield. Okay. That's what I do with the fan.
Well, I want to have it blow up toward the ceiling.
David hears about the bottled water and Meyer.
I got the wrong way.
Recalled over black substance. Express supermarket grocery retail Meyer has recalled over 38,000 gallons of water.
Oh, yeah?
Good water today. They're not getting water there anymore.
I thought I had one
Bloody
toward the
black
ceiling, but I
foreign
don't know.
substance product. Meyer shared in a recent enforcement report shared on the U.S. Food and Drug Administration website. The Michigan-based grocery retailer initiated the recall on November 13th.
Yeah, that's
The
better.
1 gallon bottles of
That's pushing it up to the ceiling, bring the warm air
It
down.
says 1 gallon bottles of steam distilled water were sold in plastic jugs in 6 states. Meyer said in its announcement that 38,000 gallons of water had been recalled.
You think gallon?
Contains 112.8 fluid ounces of water, 1 gallon, 3.78 liters, packaged in a plastic jug with a red plastic lid. Here's what it says so far about recalled water. Formula recall, Nestle recalls infant formula in 49 countries. See this. I don't know the animals. Giraffes coming in. Hi, Charlie. You wanna go see Manta? Charlie? Let's see her. She loves you. He loves you too. She's your mom. Okay. I love you, kids. Hey, sweet. You want to look out? You want to go see Manta? Go see your mom. She's waiting for you, Charlie. Here comes Charlie. Take off. Okay. Charlie, what? Dogs can swallow.
There was somebody went to someone got caught in the egg, you know? And they disappeared. And they run out in the yard, they found the dog's food.
Ew. What did it have?
Had chewed up carton of eggs.
Eggs? It finally
Chewed
came
up
out.
the eggs and a carton of milk.
Did the dog look through it?
It looked like it passed
I've
through.
heard the dog ate money and they had to clean the money and take it together.
Oh,
Get it out.
that's possible, yeah. Maybe gulp it down or something. Oh, let me put this back over here. So, man, let's see.
So,
Okay.
dollar bills are hard to
Give me
tell.
soda.
I use rosemary central flavor.
I don't see any sodas anymore. Where they at? Down here?
Orange soda. Well, you beat me to it.
I didn't beat you. You're lying.
Yeah, right. You got the can.
All right.
Before I did.
There you go.
Thanks.
Try one.
You want an orange soda?
That's why I think we should like coins. Because they last longer than dollar bills.
Want an orange soda?
I got a bunch of coins. I don't know what they are, but
I don't know, really?
yeah, I don't even know if they're worth anything.
And they're worth.
I don't know. So wait, let's take this last bang here. Dang, this thing's trying to trick me.
Hello, Trina's in the house. Renee, let's see here. Chris Goff. Let's see. Book Werman, how are you? Newfie guy. Who else is popping in here? All kind of people popping in on YouTube. But Becky Boo. Let's see. Let me get down to the bottom. L. Ralphie. Hello, Rebecca. How are you doing? Thank you guys once again for tuning in. If I could ask you, hit that like button and share this out. It would be appreciated, guys.
Sure.
9:35, perfect timing. Perfect time. It's been like 5 minutes. 5 minutes. So let's get into some of the stuff we want to talk about today. Before we get into what I just talked about, I thought this was interesting. Mike Davis put out a tweet. We have not had a single murder this month in D.C. First time since 2013. 13 years. It says Trump's federal takeover and surge of federal law enforcement have saved Black lives in violent D.C. neighborhoods. This makes Democrats angry because they do not actually believe Black lives matter. I thought this was interesting. Not a single murder in D.C. this month. And again, it's the first time since 2013. What a way to start off the new year, right? In D.C. We were just down in D.C. not too long ago. What was it, 2 weeks ago? And we were on the outskirts of D.C. We were in D.C., but on the outskirts staying at an Airbnb. And when we looked out the windows when we were getting ready in the morning, there was National Guard walking by. We thanked them. And as you can see, Trump's plan and his policies work. So I just wanted to share that to you. Jay Lynn gifted a membership to Kathy. Thank you, Jay Lynn. Appreciate you. Appreciate you more than you know. Also, what's coming out? We're not going to be able to cover a whole lot. I am bringing my stuff. I don't know how easy it.
Whoa, I gotta pee.
how easy it's going to be to set up the portable studio when we're gone. But if it's possible and we have time, I'm going to do it to do some live streams. But this was, again, something we've all talked about, something I talked about way before anybody else, which was the money that we're spending here in California, the fraud and everything else. Take a listen to this right here. Over $1 billion in California.
In California, the Trump administration says the state owes the federal government more than $1 billion for health care given to illegal immigrants. William Lajeunesse has a story from LA. Hi, William.
Well, Dana, there are two stories here, right? One is how rising costs have forced blue states to roll back health care for those without legal status. The other is the White House crackdown on eligibility. If states can't confirm those getting care are U.S. citizens, they have to pay the feds back.
We are auditing aggressively, and we don't like what we see.
In March, the Trump administration began auditing states that provide illegal immigrants with routine health care paid for by American taxpayers. Their findings? 7 states and the District of Columbia owe nearly $1.4 billion for using federal, not state money for immigrant care. Topping the list, California, followed by New York and Illinois.
California, New York, and Illinois, folks. This is going to be interesting how this is spun. We've been talking about it for a very long time. It was no secret that California, they bragged about giving illegal aliens health care when people like myself struggled, didn't have health care for a long time. They were going to put illegal aliens ahead of American citizens. And I think it's one of those things where, I'll be honest, I don't think there's going to ever be the accountability we want to see with somebody like Gavin Newsom. It would be nice. We're going to talk about accountability here in a minute. Jay Lynn says if you can even $5 sent of any donation will help so much. God bless you all for helping Josh's travel. We love to see his coverage. $5 and up rant challenge. We got a rant challenge, and I got a surprise for y'all. I got a surprise for you. We just had some people really like this blanket. Hey, Chris, that's another blanket. So we're gonna kick off a raffle today. Hopefully y'all get in today before I leave, but I will be doing the raffle on Friday. Hopefully we'll be back in the studio. And let me share that with you really quick. We have this premium American flag blanket right here. This is from Catalonia. Old Uncle Bill just won one of these, but a lot of people liked it in the chat. So Krista, thank you, Krista, donated this. We also have the Border Patrol hat that I am wearing right here that a lot of people liked. Old Uncle Bill donated this back. And Jan Garner, some of Jan Garner's stuff is in here. Jan Garner donated this Donald Trump. Check it out. We've had this before. This Donald Trump pin right here. Turn it this way so y'all can see. Right there, this nice pin. Thank you, Jan Garner, for that. And then Krista also sent this coin right here, commemorative coin. It says donate at Venmo at Oreo Josh. PayPal is also at Oreo Josh.
Is now centering on goods actions and those around her, as well as those of her widow. CNN.
Moved on. Also came out today, which we kind of talked about before. Take a listen to this.
Breaking news just coming in. CNN is learning that the FBI briefly opened a civil rights investigation into the ICE agent who shot and killed 37-year-old Renee Good in Minneapolis, but the Bureau then switched the probe to focusing on whether the agent was assaulted. The investigation is now centering on Good's actions and those around her, as well as those of her widow. CNN has reached out to the DOJ for comment. But with us.
So the widow, if you want to call it that, of Renee Good is under investigation for some violations. I think you go. I think you go and go full-fledged. I think you have to send a message. They were out. If you listen to left.
Slash and free. This holiday, get free products on TikTok.
Left Stranidia, you're just dropping a kid off at school and you get shot by one of Trump's Nazis. No, you're obstructing officers. You're there for a very long time. You are leading a pack of protesters. You're told to get out of your car. You don't follow orders and you drive your car towards an ICE officer. He shoots. That's just, it's part of the FAFO game. So interesting that happened. I want to talk about this yesterday. If you missed our premium live, if you're not premium member, I suggest you get a premium membership so you can watch some of our premiums over there on Rumble. Yesterday, we covered a pack of radicals, including Dom Lemon, that stormed a church service. And it was just absolutely crazy. Some of the pictures coming out of there just do not seem to me like they're in the United States of America. I know a lot of people are calling for accountability. We're going to talk about accountability and some other stuff as well. But take a look at this right here. Let's see, who was that? Show me. Jay Lynn gifted 5 subscriptions. Thank you, Jay Lynn. I didn't know it was 5. Thank you. Appreciate you. Love you guys. Appreciate your support. But I want to show you how this went. Take a look at this.
They're in the middle of the church. During the beginning of the church service, the pastor was speaking. And so you can see the protesters here have gathered over here. They're in the middle of the church. During the beginning of the church service, the pastor was speaking. And Nakima stood up and said her piece. And then the protesters surrounded her, but this is a clandestine mission. I think they found out one of, according to them, this is according to Operation Pull-Up, that one of the pastors here is a member of ICE. And so, here we go. Yeah.
So we're going to get into it in a minute, but the First Amendment does not give you any rights to come into my house, my place of worship, or anything else to disrupt. I'm not sure if people knew that. I know Democrats have this weird thing like the First Amendment. We can block roads. We can assault ICE agents. We can hit vehicles, federal government vehicles. We can do all that, and it's protected under the First Amendment. Absolutely ignorance. Joe Rigney made a comment or posted something about this, and I want to read it. Joe Rigney actually helped planted that church 11 years ago. It says, 11 years ago today, I helped plant City's Church. I served as a pastor there for 8 years. This is a normal Baptist church. They worship Jesus. They love each other. They seek the good of their neighbors. And the left hates them and wants to shut them down because one of their pastors serves his country in law enforcement, putting his life on the line to remove rapists and violent criminal illegal immigrants from our streets. The Democrats are the party of lawlessness, of cultural decay, social disorder, and death. It's time for Christian boldness, for courage and clarity about Jesus and sin. And it's time for our governing officials to fulfill their mandate and become a terror to evil conduct. They do not bear the sword in vain. This is what our nation needs. Yesterday on my show, on the premium show, I said, I don't know if this church will cower down. I don't know if they'll start kneeling for Black Lives Matter. We've seen that during the last place when they went after churches. We've seen churches more worried about their nonprofit status than anything else. But listen to what he says. He said, because one of their pastors serves this country in law enforcement, putting his life on the line to remove rapists and violent criminal illegal immigrants from our streets. Says the Democrat are the party of lawlessness and cultural decay, social disorder, and death. Now, we talked yesterday about the FACE Act violation. We'll get into that a little more. Don Lemon is a little worried. Let me show you a couple pictures, a couple videos. We're going to go through quite a few videos, but just to give you an idea of the before and after. You know what? Here, so the DOJ did launch a FACE Act investigation after activists, including Don Lemon, disrupt worship at that church. Take a listen to this.
Into a church mid-service yesterday in St. Paul. They started chanting for Renee Good, the woman who was shot and killed by ICE earlier this month.
Renee Good! Renee Good! Renee Good!
The protesters believe one of the pastors works for ICE. Now, the organizer told Don Lemon, who was embedded with the protesters, that it was a clandestine operation meant to disrupt a, quote, key location, demanding justice for Good. One video appears to show a protester inside the church calling the churchgoers comfortable white people and shouting, "You have your nice jewelry. What do you do to stand with your Somali community?" Now, we have not seen Minnesota Governor Tim Walz or Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey issue public statements or respond to the St. Paul church mob. The FBI and the DOJ Civil Rights Division are investigating. Attorney General Pam Bondi writing on X, "I just spoke to the pastor in Minnesota whose church was targeted. Attacks against law enforcement and the intimidation of Christians are being met with the full force of federal law. If state leaders refuse to act responsibly to prevent lawlessness, the Department of Justice will remain mobilized to prosecute federal crimes and ensure that the rule of law prevails." The Justice Department is also probing Mayor Frey and Governor Walz for possibly interfering with immigration enforcement here in Minnesota. President Trump has warned he may use the Insurrection Act. Up to 1,500 soldiers are ready to deploy from Alaska's 11th Airborne Division, which specializes in cold weather warfare. Now, earlier yesterday, Mayor Frey once again said that demonstrations in Minneapolis are peaceful.
In the face of a whole lot of adversity, I'm so proud to be from Minneapolis. They're peacefully protesting. They're standing up for one another. And, you know, like I said, it's not just going to be resistance here in this city. We're not backing down. We're not going to be intimidated.
So we have reached out to Governor Walz, Mayor Frey, and also the St. Paul mayor for comment on the mob in the church yesterday. So far,
So peaceful. You're actually violating other people's First Amendment right to worship, and that's crazy. Listen to Don Lemon. Again, ignorance. Again, we talked about a little bit more about the First Amendment yesterday and what it truly represents. Again, the First Amendment has been distorted when it comes to leftists. It doesn't mean mob violence. It doesn't mean what we've seen throughout Democrat protests. Take a listen to Don Lemon.
Think of it. I mean, this is unacceptable. It's shameful. It's shameful to interrupt a public gathering of Christians in worship. So, but there were folks who will say, I have to take care of my flock.
Okay, but listen, we live there's a constitution in the First Amendment to freedom of speech and freedom to assemble and protest.
We're here to worship. We're here to worship Jesus because that's the hope of these cities. That's the hope of the world is Jesus Christ.
I want to be very respectful. Please don't push me, though.
We're here.
I'm going to be very respectful. So he just stated the First Amendment. You don't have a right to go into a church and disrupt the church. That's, again, Don Lemon, you don't expect much out of Don. Fudge Packer Don, really? The guy is an absolute, once he got fired from CNN, then he got fired like on his day off with X. I mean, Elon Musk made a credible deal with him, and he had all these demands about all this free stuff he wanted, and then
we actually
fired from CNN. Then he got fired like on his day off with X. I mean, Elon Musk made a credible deal with him, and he had all these demands about all this free stuff he wanted. And then his first interview was with Elon Musk, and then Elon Musk is like, we don't need more CNN here. I thought you were going to be independent. I thought you were actually going to do some journalism. Done. I don't even know where that lawsuit went because Don Lemon tried to sue Elon Musk. But again, the First Amendment does not allow me to just break into your home. If your front door is open, I can't just walk in. There's also actually local crimes, not just a federal FACE Act crime. Disturbing the peace, all kind of different things if we actually have justice. Listen to the rest of it.
We're here to worship Jesus. Yes. That's why we're here. Yeah. Okay, that's why we're here. Okay. That's what we're about.
Don't you think Jesus would be understanding
we're about
and love these folks?
We're about spreading the love of Jesus.
But did you try to talk to them as a
no
Christian?
one is willing to talk.
Okay.
I have to take care of my church and my family, so I asked that you actually would also leave this building.
You don't want us to.
Unless you're here to worship. Unless you're here to worship.
I'm always worship. I'm a Christian.
We're here to worship. We're here to worship. Okay.
Thank you.
A fudge packing Christian. That's what I am. But wait, there's more. You guys will like this. There's more. Don got. Listen to what he says outside. He says it's traumatic for the people, and that's what protesting is about. As all these kids are pulled out of that sanctuary. Take a listen.
Watch this guy here. Look, he's hugging his kid.
All those kids. He's hugging his kids. He says he's hugging his kids.
Watch this guy here. Look, he's hugging his kid. And, you know, I just imagine it's uncomfortable and traumatic for the people here. But again, careful. It's very slippery right here. Yeah. It's uncomfortable and traumatic for the people here, but that's what really, careful, please. Really slippery. Not kidding. That's what protesting is about. And so
that's what protesting is about, is to make children feel uncomfortable. I love the honesty here. I love the honesty here. And I'll be honest, this is another one of those I believe we should die on this hill moments. We watched as there was multiple FACE Act violations under the Biden administration, if you remember. When we came back from January 6th, there was a protest at Adventure Church at Tower Theater. Many of you sat through the live streams. We went every Sunday there for almost the entire protest. And if you guys remember, they were harassing, they were blocking entrances, they were putting Nazi emblems when the church wasn't in service. Good old, what was his name? Dallas Blanchard. Oh, look what I found on the back. There's Nazi writing on the back. I mean, it's a majority Hispanic church. These people weren't Nazis. They weren't white supremacists. And you've seen that. You've seen even some of the agitators that I got arrested at another protest were out there taking pictures of the children going there. They were harassing and doxing the folks that were going, all for worshiping. But Don Lemon tells you exactly what they're about. Carolyn Levitt said this yesterday. It says President Trump will not intimidate or tolerate the intimidation and harassment of Christians in their sacred places of worship. The Department of Justice has launched a full investigation into the despicable incident that took place earlier today at the church in Minnesota. I love investigations, but guess what I love more? We do a lot of investigations under Pam Bondi. We don't see a whole lot of people in handcuffs. It's time. I think it's time. Also, Harmeet Dillon, Assistant Attorney General for Civil Rights. Take a listen to this.
The Attorney General has been on this from the moment it happened. There are already 2 prosecutors from my office on their way to Minneapolis, and they'll be there this morning. We have an FBI team assembled and local prosecutors as well. This is going to get the highest attention from the Department of Justice because there is no more sacred right in our Constitution than the right to assemble and pray to God. And there are federal laws that protect that right. And what happened here was a shameful exercise of virtue signaling, disruption, fear, terror. You can see children in this video being ushered out the back by their terrorized mothers. And this is illegal. And I want to add that the Biden administration prosecuted people peacefully praying outside abortion clinics for much, much less.
We covered that extensively. They went into the Biden administration, pulled out pastors at gunpoint with their family people that were outside. It was just put them through hell because they were outside of abortion clinics, praying for the people, telling them there is a chance you can have this baby, you can put it up for adoption. Please don't murder. And Don Lemon, once he got this message, he's saying now that I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what they were doing. Listen to him, and we'll play that in a minute. Listen to him beforehand, and you tell me if he knew what was going on.
Into Minneapolis a little bit ago, and did some reconnaissance on the ground. I'm speaking to an organization there that's gearing up for resistance and protest. I've been pleasantly surprised to see the community coming together. Diverse community. If you see this, when we first pulled up, we're like, wait a minute, which operation are we at? And as it turns out, because we were like, well, this is kind of MAGA coded, right? So the American flag or whatever, but these are resistance protesters. They're planning an operation that we're going to follow them on. I can't tell you exactly what they're doing, but it's called Operation Pull Up.
I can't tell you. I know what they're doing, but I can't tell you because we can't blow cover.
And it's Takima Armstrong, and she has been doing this since George Floyd, Dante Wright, and others, where they surprise people, catch them off guard, and hold them to account. And so that's what we're doing here. And then after we do this operation, you'll see it live. And these operations are surprise operations. Again, can't tell you where they're going.
But now he's saying he didn't know what was going on. He's trying to play innocent there. He mentioned Nakima Vivi Armstrong. Take a look at this. This is one of her posts. It says, friends, here's a clip of our demonstration this morning at City's Church in St. Paul. Blank Blank is a pastor at this church and the acting field director for the ICE office in St. Paul. It's time for judgment to begin, and it will begin in the house of God. Thank you to all the activists who showed up, independent journalists. Special thanks to all these people. She organized it. She also needs to be put behind bars. How many remember this? When they were gaslighting, saying ICE, I think it was near Christmas, ICE is going to go into the churches. Churches are sacred. Whenever it's ICE going somewhere, the churches are sacred. You can't go to churches, right? But protesters can. Do you get this? Are you getting it yet? Take a look at this right here.
I would fully expect, and we are preparing for an influx of more agents, more of the very visible public theatrics of the raids, of the harassments, and you got faith leaders here. I would not put it past this administration to target midnight mass services amongst folks going to worship.
The Trump administration was going to target midnight mass. It didn't happen. Again, it's fear tactics. It's fear porn.
Junk King is a full-service junk removal company. We show up to your house and we take care of anything from a single item to filling up our truck entirely.
It's fear porn.
Because that's who they are.
I would fully expect their base riled up. Oh my God, Trump's gonna stop my church. Listen to Don Lemon after Attorney General Pam Bondi said that, and then also Assistant AG Harmeet Dillon said this could violate the FACE Act.
MAGA administration and the fake news MAGAs are losing their mind over something that's not even true. So let me just make it clear, because this Assistant Attorney General, I don't know, gosh, what's her name? Something Hammett, Dillon, or whatever. So I have no affiliation to that organization. I didn't even know they were going to this church until we followed them there. We were there chronicling protests. Once the protest started in the church, we did an act of journalism, which was report on it and talk to the people who were involved, which included the pastor, members of the church, and members of the organization. That's it. It's called journalism. First Amendment, all that stuff. For all of you people who believe in the First Amendment, absolutist, there you go. So why don't you talk to the actual person who is in charge of the organization and whose idea it was to have the protest at the church before you start blaming me for stuff for which you have no idea.
Well, I guess maybe he should go back to his CNN reporting days when they had actual Democrat journalists in the Capitol on January 6th that did nothing more than film, who did prison time under the Biden administration. Remember that? Oh, I'm sure he doesn't want to remember that. And the reason why, even, what was his name? Steve Baker, another one, was in there, not affiliated with MAGA, not affiliated with Trump, was there documenting the rally, went to the Capitol, went inside the Capitol, and was sentenced to prison time. Why? Because he showed the truth of that day. His video showed things of people just walking around, people talking, people high-fiving, and the administration didn't want that video getting out. So spare me. I can't wait until that smug look is off his face. How about this? This was this morning, I believe, or last night. Maybe it was last night. Listen to this pastor.
Today in Minneapolis, Minnesota, a group of activists led by Don Lemon stormed a Baptist church by the name of Cities Church during their worship time. They were screaming and chanting, disrupting the singing and the preaching because they suspected an ICE officer may attend the church. This is a violation of what is known as the FACE Act. And not only do we condemn this act, but tonight I want to demand that the Department of Justice investigate what took place in Minneapolis, apprehend those who broke the law, and arrest them accordingly. We must protect religious liberty in this country. As people meet to worship God, they have been given legally the right to enter, to worship, and to leave their place of worship. The Lord Jesus said, "In the world you will have tribulation, but be of good cheer, I have overcome the world." I have preached for many years that there will come a time when we'll find out who are Christians by label and by convenience, and who are Christians by conviction. And certainly we're in today in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
So I pray that more and more pastors stand up and put heat on this. We know the administration can act. We know Attorney Bondi can act. How about this? This was, listen to this. This was that great journalist, not activist, Don Lemon, after all this was going on. And take a listen to this.
Who are wearing the uniform now, you think they're patriots?
I don't think so, especially those ICE agents.
That's what I'm talking
no.
about. Yeah. Well,
No, they're terrorists. They're traitors.
They can be patriots if they're constantly violating people's First Amendments and their Fourth Amendments.
They just violated people's First Amendment right now. This is how ignorant these fools are, and I'm telling you right now that I'm to the point with frustration that if there's a call to go and people are going to stand against these traitors of America, I will be there. I will be on the front lines without a camera.
Yes, it's against the Constitution to identify people without reasonable articulable suspicion.
Due process.
You can't just identify somebody based on the color of their skin. That's completely against the Fourth Amendment.
Or that they have an accent.
Or if they have an accent.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I do not agree with that 100%.
Thank you guys. Thank you for your service. I appreciate who are wearing the uniform now. You think they're patriots?
I don't think so, especially those ICE agents.
That's what I'm talking
no.
about. Yeah. Well,
No, they're terrorists. They're traitors.
They can't be paid.
As you know, that guy in the beanie right there, second to the right, is the same one that has harassed our National Guard, been arrested, I think 3 or 4 times in the last couple weeks, a paid activist who was in there harassing people, telling them, look at your jewelry, you white people, this and that. And it's just incredible what we've been seeing. Here's another one. He was panicking a little. Listen to Don Lemon once again. I think there's some stuff going on here.
Fake right-wing propaganda news alert from this supposed right-angle news network, that I led a protest into a church this morning in Minneapolis. That is complete BS. First of all, I had no idea who the organization was until I arrived this morning. And number two, that's what every journalist should be doing, exactly what I did. What I did was report, chronicle, and commit an act of journalism, which is
No, you violated the FACE Act. You trespassed. You interrupted a church service. You disturbed the peace. You told the pastor when he was trying to push away from you, don't put your hands on me. Don't touch me.
what every journalist should be doing. That's what happened. So if you really want to know the truth about what happened, why don't you check it out at the Don Lemon Show on YouTube.
You know those products where they have
Poor guy's struggling. I mean, he's willing to do anything to get some views at this point.
You know what a stick is?
Now, I think a lot of us are critical of what's going on when we talk about, okay, is the administration going to do something? You know, Trump tells, hey, go after these people, and Pam Bondi doesn't seem to do what an attorney general should do. Eric Matheny put out this post. He says that the FBI immediately sent a team to investigate Bubba Wallace's fake garage door pulling, but they're looking into storming the church. Harmeet Dillon did shoot back and said, what are you talking about? We have assigned agents and prosecutors on the scene, and the AG herself has spoken to the pastor. So hopefully with enough pressure, we'll see something. I would love to see some raids.
Oh, it's a lotion.
I would love to see their privacy in their homes violated like mine was for not breaking any law.
Yeah.
Well, that's not it. Now, this morning, anti-ICE protesters and clergy. Clergy, when you see on social media, it's usually stands for fake Christian. Usually stands for Alphabet Mafia, Fudge Packer Mafia. Says anti-ICE protesters and clergy are occupying a Target store in St. Paul, Minnesota, to demand they stop allowing ICE and federal agents to operate in their parking lots. Take a look.
We won't stop fighting. We won't stop fighting. Till ICE is gone. Till ICE is gone.
I just want to give you a little snippet here. This is Monday morning. These people have no life. This is like, I think they think this is their calling. They are sitting on a floor in a Target store. Once again, you don't have the right to do this. You are violating the law. You are trespassing. All you're trying to do is hurt a business where they actually have employees that went to work on a Monday morning, which these people know nothing about.
Target says that their mission is to support the joy of everyday life for all families. Then do it.
Do it now.
Justice over profit.
Justice over profit.
People over.
I see here not only as a
Notice it's Minneapolis and most of them are white. You ever notice that?
mother or grandmother, but I see here has a great granddaughter of an immigrant. And I sit here and I ask Target, you must stand with us. You must stop discriminating. You must stop treating immigrants wrong. You must give them better wages. You must give them an opportunity to have housing. You must give them an opportunity to feed their children. I sit here because this is the right thing to do.
That's right. That's right.
It's the right thing to do, folks. It's the right thing to do. Insane. Absolutely insane. Also, it says just in, U.S. postal workers in Minneapolis, are threatening to strike over ICE using their property, calling it an occupation and refusing to lick the boot of the oppressor. We're all in. I think this chat is all in on reducing the size of the government. We can start with these folks.
Minneapolis will not lay down, we will not roll over, and we will not lick the boot of the oppressor. We're already under occupation. It wouldn't surprise me if he wants to send in more troops. We're demanding that ICE stop using postal property to stage their raids. We don't want to be around thugs, masked thugs, secret police with guns. Your letter carriers and postal workers are not working with ICE, and we want them out of our town as much as you do. We're also demanding the arrest and prosecution of Jonathan Ross for the murder of Renee Good, a mother and community member who was just had her head blown off for standing up for her neighbors. We are really living in scary times. We support the protests. We want people to be out there observing and taking videos and documenting what's going on.
Is there anything? 72. I got a little bit warmer here. What's 70?
Yeah. I don't live in Minneapolis. Stop carrying the mail. See how that works for you. I wanted to bring this up too, because all this is based on getting out illegal aliens, criminal illegal aliens. I believe Kristi Noem put out a tweet today that says since they've been in Minneapolis, 10,000 people have been arrested for deportation. 3,000 just in the last 6 weeks while they've done this occupation to obstruct federal ICE agents. But I thought this was crazy too. I seen this. Chris Hansen with To Catch a Predator. Listen to what he says about his stings that he's been doing.
We have seen an increase in illegal immigrants being caught in our stings across the country. And it seems today that we can't do a sting, whether we're in the South or the Midwest or West Coast or East Coast, without catching somebody who's in this country illegally.
They don't commit crimes. The statistics that we don't report on prove it. Just absolutely insanity. All right, let's get over to the next story. And once again, I just want to let you all know we are heading out. We'll be on a plane in a couple hours. I want to thank you all for your donations, everybody that helps us out. We do have a raffle going on right now. We're going to do the raffle when I get back on Friday. Again, thank you for your help. But this is what the raffle is. Old Uncle Bill won the last one. And Krista donated another blanket to us and some other items. But this American flag blanket right here, this is a premium blanket from Catalonia. You can see it here, a beautiful blanket. Donation of $10 gets you one entry. And we'll do it live on Friday at one of our shows. And again, you could do that at... right here, and you see that this is more of a mob. I would consider this possibly a strong-armed robbery. A gang of people that did this. You see the people that blocked him when he was running after his phone. This was a group of violent Somalis, the ones that need to be deported. Take a look.
Oh shit. Okay, it's okay.
She took next camera.
Look at her driving on the sidewalk right now to get away.
She just stole next camera.
She's on the sidewalk, folks.
No, give him the camera!
Just tell her to give him the camera back.
Somebody stole this reporter's
What happened, Nick?
cell phone and taken off with
They just stole my camera. Right out of your hand while you're in the car?
Look at this violent mob mentality. We need some men down there with some testosterone. There needs to be a fuck around and find out moment, guys. I'm sick of it.
Sick motherfucker, get the fuck out of here. Fucking coward. Where the fuck are you, a coward? Bitch, you have to leave.
You have to leave. They are in an American city right now. And the people that came over to try to invade this country are telling them they have to leave, folks.
That was $1,000 camera.
Bitch! Commotion is about.
You fucking coward. You a fucking coward.
Nobody.
Motherfucker, you trying to incite that shit.
I got a pretty good idea watching this stuff here.
$1,000. Did you call that? Did anybody call 911? That's Kevin.
Why are you in this neighborhood?
Nicotine gum.
Guess what? Because we have a freedom, and I hope we occupy that neighborhood until every one of your asses is back home in the shithole you came from.
You fucking Nazis.
We got it all on video. We're not Nazis.
Yeah, you fucking Nazis.
We're not Nazis and we're not racist. I condemn Hitler completely.
You racist, bitch.
I'm not racist. I condemn all racism.
Guy, you a fucking Nazi.
I condemn all racism.
Why are you here?
Why are you here? Because it's America. They're journalists. They were going to lunch and they were being followed.
We were driving through and we got followed. You guys followed us. It doesn't matter. We're allowed to be here. It's the United States of America. Why do we have to leave?
What?
We're not leaving until we get the camera. You want us to leave? Give us the camera.
Fortune, do you?
Call your friend. Get the camera back.
Because it's why I watch Little Fortune, do you?
You want to scream racism, but yet you're treating him like this. Why? Racism can go both ways. You've been talking about 2 hours fucking recording.
You guys were...
This is why originally in the Constitution, and we have screwed this over, this is why we had militias. I will be very critical on the Trump administration if something doesn't happen here. I got another view of this same thing that was going on right here. This is a new angle. Take a look at this right here. It's just a short.
Why is it not our place? This is America.
Hey! Hey, get...
What did she just do?
It was a strong arm robbery, without a doubt. It's just absolutely insane. And watch this. This was just before the Somalis stole his camera. I mean, they are known to be pirates, right? Looters. That's what they're known for. Nothing's changed just because they're in the United States. They're thieves. They are worthless people. Take a listen.
Well, because we're being followed.
We don't have to.
What do you mean? There's a convoy of 4 cars behind us and we've got 6 people surrounding us. Huh? No, we don't want to leave. We're being followed and intimidated. I don't want to leave when that's happening. Why do we have to get out of here? No. Why is it not our place? This is America.
Hey!
What did she just do? She just stole Nick's camera. She took Nick's camera. She just stole Nick's camera.
No, get in the camera!
Man. Something don't happen soon. It's going to get ugly. They actually went and talked to Minneapolis police. What do you think Minneapolis police said? You guys need to get out of here. The same thing the Somalis said. Take a listen to this interaction.
A ton of calls stacked that we have to answer.
So, I mean, I don't have a time frame for you, but my point is, you guys need to not be in this area. I mean, I can't tell you have to leave, but if we're getting calls and you guys are harassing people,
We're getting calls that you guys are harassing people. They're driving around being followed by a pack of ravage illegals, getting their stuff stolen. This officer knows this. Again, this is the officers that make other police officers look like trash. This officer is just as complicit as anybody that stole his camera at this point.
Brown is not harassing him. We were the ones being harassed.
It literally says to protect with courage. This guy is a coward.
And 100%, that's fine. I'm just saying if it rises to that level, because they're saying you guys are.
Well, that's the other thing about us too. Is like we're journalists. Like people are trying to intimidate us out of here for doing our first.
I know, but we don't need this stuff to keep happening.
I get it.
The level of hostility, obviously, it's not going to go away.
I mean, we just want our stuff. It's.
We're going to work on that. Detailed reports starting here.
Also, here's the other thing too. Is like if they rob us and then we leave, that just teaches them. Oh, if somebody here comes here you don't like, just rob them and they'll leave.
Okay, but there's a process that we have to follow. Okay, so we take the report, we document everything that happens.
Sure.
It goes to our investigators, and they dig deeper into it. We have the vehicle information now with the plate, so that's very helpful. Okay. So if we see the car,
You notice his tone changes when he sees the camera. Take a look at this. Watch when he looks at the camera, how his tone changes. He's
not going to go away.
I mean, we just want our stuff. It's.
We're going to work
Watch
on
this.
Detailed reports starting here.
Also, here's the other thing too. Is like if they rob us.
There it goes. He sees the camera right there.
Oh, if somebody here comes here you don't like, just rob them and they'll leave.
Okay, but there's a process that we have to follow. Okay, so we take the report, we document everything that happens.
Sure.
It goes to our investigators, and they dig deeper into it. We have the vehicle information now with the plate, so that's very helpful.
Okay.
So if we see the car, we can go from there.
I'll try to get it DHS.
So we'll be looking for the car, but you guys got to do us a favor and stay out of this area. All right. I don't want anything else escalating to this point again. We got a lot of reports.
I mean, I guess
It's a felony versus them just not liking our
I understand that.
We get attacked and assaulted. By the way, they tried to steal my camera earlier. We're the ones told to leave.
I'm not justifying what they did, but we're trying to keep the peace at the end of the day. And the bottom line is, you guys obviously aren't from the area.
But it's like if I'm a woman and I get raped for wearing tight jeans, and it's like, well, you shouldn't have been there.
Okay, but that's not what we're saying.
Well, we're being told to leave when we're the ones who got attacked. I mean, it's like.
Well, we're probably going to look inside the parking garage.
I'm just saying we want people who did the robbery to get arrested, and not you guys.
Security has to guys leave. You have to.
They never actually asked us to leave.
I'm just telling you guys. Hanging around here is not going to help anything.
I mean, there's plenty of video already of you guys circling the area because we've been getting calls on you guys. So
yeah, we got.
Which is totally legal, though. I'm not going to leave the area when we're being followed. So that's part of the issue. I don't want them. And I know if they think we're ICE, they're going to run red lights behind us. They're going to do whatever, like break all the traffic laws. I'd like to get back to the hotel, but I also need to not be followed to the hotel.
We would prefer you get back to the hotel.
Okay, but so that's why we can't just drive out of the area when we've got 5 people following us that are honking us and trying to block us.
We can't. That's why.
Oh man, we need, I hate to say this, but it's almost like we need a civil war at this point. We need militias. We need people to march on the streets of Minneapolis and give some vigilante justice, right? What's crazier than ever, that red Kia license plate 7KG007, you're never going to believe who it's registered to. The woman's address it is registered to is a children's autism center in Spring Lake Park. You know the fraudsters, the autism fraudsters? Here's the person, looks like at the dealership when at least the person that purchased the car, probably the same person you see there. There's the license plate number. Now, I'm hoping to hear something fast. FBI Rapid Response posted a shot of Nick Sartor's video that said a group of Somali thugs just robbed me of my $1,000 camera in the Cedarview Riverside neighborhood of Minneapolis. And FBI Rapid Response said, we're on it. Let me check the FBI Rapid Response and see if they're really on it, because I know from being at January 6th how quick FBI could work, and there is no updates. That's their last tweet. So Kash Patel, Pam Bondi, at some point it's time to do something. Those strong worded letters and those investigations are all fine and dandy. But if you don't do something, you will destroy the legacy that Trump has built. And he has rebuilt this country with tariffs. He has done so much. Crime is down dramatically, even in blue states, because of Trump's policies and what he's doing with the FBI and everything. But if you're going to allow this to happen, with no recourse, we have issues. Let me see if anything else popped up. Wow, again, we're getting ready to fly out here shortly. And looks like we got one entry so far. Renee O, thank you so much for the Cash App donation. Renee O got 3 entries, which today equals 4 entries. Thank you, and good luck, Renee. Should give the first person like double. Let me see. Oh, I just want to check something else out really quick, make sure I didn't miss anything. Steve.
Nature.
Steve C is in for 3, so he got an extra one too. He's in for 4, really. And let's see. Again, we are heading out right now. Going to be recording, not live streaming. We might have some live stream stuff though. That's what I'm working on right now. See if there's anything updating with any stuff we just covered. Say that. I can't believe those people in Target, folks. Please do that in the Target where I'm at and give me time to get down there. I will ram my cart into you. I got a car caravan going on right now for Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And isn't it sad how they distorted what Martin Luther King Jr. was about? If you guys don't know, Martin Luther King Jr., conservative. That's awesome. They must be all the people that were in the Target parking lot, huh? What's this? Wow, man. I didn't get none of those. And don't forget, you know what? Speaking of that, let me do this really quick to see if we have one. You can also donate to the Oreo Express through the Rumble wallet, which you can get crypto through. We want to try to encourage folks to do that. The Rumble wallet. Let me put this up here really quick before. They can cancel your accounts, freeze your cards, decide what you're allowed to buy, say, or support. Big banks and financial institutions have total control, and they use it. That's why financial independence matters more now than ever. Introducing Rumble Wallet, a non-custodial wallet built for real freedom. With Rumble Wallet, you can control your money. Not a bank, not a government, not a tech company. Buy digital assets like Tether, Tether Gold, and Bitcoin in one place. No permission, no middleman, no cancel button. And when you want to support the creators you actually believe in, you can use the Rumble Wallet app and to directly tip content creators fast and without interference. This isn't a credit line they can shut off. It's your wallet permanently, yours to protect, yours to protect your family. When the system fails, when institutions turn on their own people, financial sovereignty is the difference between security and vulnerability. Rumble Wallet isn't about politics. It's about freedom, ownership, and protecting what's yours. So take control today. Download Rumble Wallet now and step away from big banks for good.
Sure how that works. Zoom's on. Hey, watch out.
Sorry.
That's all right. What, you want to bathroom?
Yeah. We must
Hey, Barb. I just thought of something. You know, I said Jessica might have to file taxes.
File taxes?
Isn't it true that there's not gonna be any tax on Social Security?
Yeah, that's
So
great.
then she wouldn't have to worry about it.
That's great news. It is true, isn't it?
We don't have to pay tax on our Social Security either.
Yay,
That's
it is
true.
true.
Well, we'll see. Just a couple weeks from now, they'll be sending us something.
Okay. We're looking at closings on. You can't stop the toilet, dear.
Huh?
You can't stop. Never mind, don't do it. Unstop the toilet that's in here. You might get mad, so I'll do it. Mom will do it then.
Or whatever.
Because we stopped it up.
Put some dish soap in it.
I don't know what to do. I'll figure it out. We were looking at closings. We watched it on the local TV. Did you notice closings on the screen, Dad? Yeah, there's closings already on the screen. Just on the local TV. Schools, Northridge School's closed tomorrow. On the other. I know, move it to the side or something, I'll get it. It was even higher than that before, okay? Just desserts, let's see. Just desserts. I used to find to get rid of the dish. There might be dish soap in there already, sort of. Might be in there. No, I don't think so. Oh, see, no, Oreo's frozen. Oreo's frozen. Express. What? He's in a stop standstill. He'll be on the minute. Almost over. Oh. What did I even have to say about it? Who's Don Lemon? I don't know who Don Lemon is. It says panics over Face Act violation. Journalist robbed in Minnesota. Minneapolis. I'm trying to read it right. I don't know if I pronounced it right. More. It's probably going to be off the screen. Yeah, sure enough it did. That's what happens when Dad waits too long. It's showing this now. Wow. There's that in our TV too. Yeah. What happens when Dad waits too long? And the TV froze. It's kind of nice. Kind of lets you know when it's staying still too long, and it goes off to here like a screen saver. See that, Charlie? Tried to do it again on its own. Oh, you can't scratch it. That's not a scratching post, Charlie. Charlie. Ponies. On Peacock. Guess it's about women. I don't know. Whole Foods Market showed up on the screensaver too. That's strange. Anthony's must be a haircut barber shop there too. This must be Roku City, Charlie. It's totally different there. I noticed Roku City looks a lot different. It has Whole Foods on, even on Dad's screen as well. This does the same thing with ours, see? All that excitement going on. See that? You see a boat, and then it says free movies and TV on there too. That's stuck on a screensaver. Yeah, after I cleaned it, I used Comet. And it had a gorilla robot. Spacecrafts on there too. That's wild. I noticed that screensaver was wild. We saw a ship at Roku City. We saw on there because Dad left it off frozen too long. It showed Roku City. My sister saw it. It was wild. It had Whole Foods in it. Roku City. Oh, she is. Make sure your toilet seat's full. Yours turned into a screensaver, Dad. Well, always said that. In here too. Yeah, that's right. I leave the plunger in the toilet and flush it again, and then I swish it around, you know, to get the poop out. Well, let me think. If I flush it while the plunger's in there, it'll come out the poop. That's what it does. It's a lot of fiber you need. Yeah. It's fiber we have. It's from fiber. That's mainly it. A new dog? It's a phrase. A new dog. I found a new job. That's what it was. She didn't get it. That was tricky. I was stopped on it too. Yeah, I thought it had to do with the dog. Yeah, I thought so too. It had to be a new dog. Let me get up now. My purse over here. How about this city's wild? There's a lot of I put my purse somewhere. It's my purse over here. I don't know. Comedians on here. Maybe they put on something. Entertainment Tonight sometimes has comedians on it. I know. Yeah. What? Or I'll sit down and eat. Okay. I'll be putting battery in that thing so you can dry your fingernails after you put fingernails. I believe I said that slipped out. You see burrito. What is this? It's like a movie. A lot of school closures and stuff's closing. Peacock. It's a network. They got put up Peacock and Ponies. See it? Person of no interest. You buy that. Oh, what's future tense? These cars look different too on there. Oh my goodness. Oh, where? Got the hiccups. Lee Daniels the Butler, inspired by a true story. Ad-free TV, $2.99 per month. Howdy, watch now, it says. I don't know what it's about, but it's a true story. They said, I don't know. Guess it said it's based on a true story, I guess. Who's Lee Daniels? I don't know. Roku channel. It's like another planet, universe. I'm in here. Okay. What else do they got in here? Roku channels. Like a car hop movie theater. Roku City and free movies TV. The Roku channel. Like some kind of gator? Is it another planet? Wondering about that. Staying on there for a long time. Watching this because I'm seeing what's showing on there. Curious. What they're showing in here. Where the cars are going. Which direction are they going? Come on, Krispy Kreme. I guess they're going in different directions. You see cars moving. With the screen moving too. It's wild. A band that has a star, circle, and a rectangle. I don't know what kind of band it is. Shapes on it. What is she doing? Oh, I hear her meowing. What are you hollering about?
Is that the kitty crying?
What is she doing?
What's Charlie? Who's crying?
Come on. Crispy's like hollering.
Where at?
In the floor.
What is it?
Maybe she wants to be picked up or something.
Crispy. Okay, Dad's cleaning the toilet bowl.
I don't know what she wants.
Man. What's that?
Let's see in here with the
Aren't you glad Dad closed the toilet bowl?
Yeah.
And don't let her go in there. There you
Just
go.
don't let her go in.
That
cat's wanting to get in the trash.
She's stink. Which one?
The Krispy Kreme.
Looks like I need to change the litter cat trash.
Trash second.
Crispy and Charlie, you guys, what are you guys doing in here? Come on out.
How'd they get in the dad's bathroom? Also,
It ain't easy.
Mom and Dad's bathroom yet. Charlie, Crispy, why are you doing this? Hanging out here. What are you two doing?
Tomorrow you don't gotta see the doctor.
Are you two hanging out in there? What'd you two doing?
You okay in there, dear?
What are you sweeties doing?
I said I could do here.
What are you doing, Charlie? You trying to... No, Charlie.
Now what?
Charlie's trying to open the closet.
Trying to do what?
Open the closet door.
No.
No.
All you need is a spray bottle.
I know, I wish I had one with me, but I don't. No.
Where are you keeping the spray bottle? Right?
No. Charlie.
Oh, bless your heart.
Help me, I got two cats.
Wash your hands real good, dear.
You're doing something. Help.
That's it.
Kitties.
Ooh, big.
Kitties.
I have that same type of poop.
Yeah, strange.
No, Chris, Charlie.
We have weird poop. Oh, Charlie's doing something.
I thought he's heading toward the bathroom over there.
Did we get sprayed? Dad has to wash his hands real bad. He cleaned the toilet bowl in there.
Okay. So wait, you got
Come on, Charlie.
Charlie out of there.
Here, Charlie.
Cleaner?
That's not, is it? Power sprayer.
It's power sprayer.
White neck opener.
I filled it up with just water.
See, there's a cleaner that looks just like this, okay?
It doesn't say, don't say anything.
Yeah, I keep it under there, the cleaner
It's
stuff.
safe. It's okay.
Thank God. I use it.
I know she didn't use the wrong thing. God's in trouble. No one's like that at all.
You can spray some Lysol in there, but bring it back to me, I use it a lot.
Like a movie. On it,
Battery in this, you can use after you hang your fingernails.
Show them on there. That's good.
That could be.
Movies on there too.
Cause I like to sit on one side, you know.
I didn't always see Indiana Jones too many times. Like,
I don't think hanger's gonna work.
Huh?
You need some kind of cleaner. Hanger ain't gonna work.
Hey, did you get your hands washed okay?
Yeah.
Real good, even under the fingernails?
Well, it looks like it's clean.
Lots of soap and water, yeah.
For good. True ownership, true protection,
Yes,
true
it's on in
financial
half hour.
freedom. And
Flashpoint.
thank you all that we've gotten a couple of those Rumble Wallet tips, and we appreciate you. Let me see.
We're
Still
new at
looking here to see.
Dan Ball, but it might not be regular Dan
Doesn't
Ball.
look like there's any updates.
If you're not, do you want to watch Flashpoint later on or what?
Huh?
You want to watch Flashpoint later on or what?
Later on.
Well, let me check. I'll check and see if it's.
from the movie Die Hard.
I'll check and see if.
Got a movie out called Die Hard.
Oh. We need to clean the
I
litter
know, it's
boxes.
just a movie.
We need to clean the litter boxes.
I think it's a new movie out called Die Hard.
Okay. We brought in. Did I bring in? Or did we leave it out in the garage? Did I leave the cat litter out in the garage, dear?
Yeah, they're out there in the garage.
Okay. I'll be wanting to bring it in, but I'll just clean what's in there for Kanowski's. Have a happy cat. Kitties.
Vita Mahjong. Designed for seniors. Large tiles, big.
What's the last thing?
I like these wide litter boxes. They're a little bit better than narrow.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. My name is Matt Morris. We are live right now on Rumble as well as on YouTube at Matt Morris TV. Everyone, thank you for tuning in this morning. Folks, how to say this? President Trump's Department of Justice has just made the announcement about an hour ago. They are set to go absolutely scorched earth against an entire network of far-left rioters, protesters, agitators is the word that I like to use, which, curiously enough, includes disgraced former CNN host
Don Lemon after they all literally raided a Sunday church service yesterday morning. And by the way, when I say scorched earth, really, I mean it. This lemon is about to get squeezed, so to speak. Sorry for the terrible joke, but it's true. So, folks, make sure to stick around for today's entire show, because I think between you and me that you guys are going to like this one. We're going to do a total comprehensive recap of what happened yesterday inside of this church service and where we are now. I think you're going to enjoy it. And then also, on a side note, earlier today, similarly, we got some brand new information, ladies and gentlemen, that right now, as the Democrats, as in the Democrat Party, the political establishment, completely and totally melting down, like literally the Democrat Party is pretty much imploding right this very moment. So like I said, make sure to stick around for today's entire show, because this broadcast this morning is going to be chock full of excellent news as far as all of us are concerned. So, ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor, hit the like button, make sure to subscribe if you have not already. Welcome to the show. Happy Monday morning. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start with a little bit of a recap of what happened yesterday morning. Take a look.
These protesters burst into a church mid-service yesterday in St. Paul. They started chanting for Renee Good, the woman who was shot and killed by ICE earlier this month.
Renee Good! Renee Good! Renee Good!
The protesters believe one of the pastors works for ICE. Now, the organizer told Don Lemon, who was embedded with the protesters, that it was a clandestine operation meant to disrupt a, quote, key location, demanding justice for Good. One video appears to show a protester inside the church calling the churchgoers comfortable white people and shouting, "You have your nice jewelry. What do you do to stand with your Somali community?"
So guess what, folks? By the way, yes, this is a federal crime. Big time federal crime. You are not allowed to do this. This is a massive problem.
Now, we have not seen Minnesota Governor Tim Walz or Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Fry issue public statements or respond to the St. Paul church mob. The FBI and the DOJ Civil Rights Division are investigating. Attorney General Pam Bondi writing on X, "I just spoke to the pastor in Minnesota whose church was targeted. Attacks against law enforcement and the intimidation of Christians are being met with the full force of federal law. If state leaders refuse to act responsibly to prevent lawlessness, the Department of Justice will remain mobilized to prosecute federal crimes and ensure that the rule of law prevails." The Justice Department is also probing Mayor Fry and Governor Walz for possibly interfering with immigration enforcement here in Minnesota.
That's right.
President Trump has warned he may use the Insurrection Act. Up to 1,500 soldiers are ready to deploy from Alaska's 11th Airborne Division, which specializes in cold weather warfare. Now, earlier yesterday, Mayor Fry once again said that demonstrations in Minneapolis are peaceful.
In the face of a whole lot of adversity,
peaceful.
I'm so proud to be from Minneapolis. They're peacefully protesting. They're standing up for one another. And, you know, like I said, it's not just going to be resistance here in this city. We're not backing down. We're not going to be intimidated.
They're peaceful. They're peaceful. I'm so proud of them. They're so peaceful. Actually, dude, they are invading Sunday church services and breaking numerous federal laws. And that's only talking about what happened yesterday. I'm not even talking about all of the other stuff. We all know what's going on. The anti-ICE protests and riots, the violence. This guy is such a nincompoop. Now, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to do something, and I apologize in advance. Maybe this is going to be a little bit hard to watch, but I think it is very important to watch nonetheless. We're going to take a look at some of this footage that is now going viral, millions of views. Okay, this is the biggest discussion in the nation right now. What happened in this church yesterday? And honestly, like I said, some of the footage is a little bit difficult to watch. These people are unhinged. These people are psychotic. And so we're going to take a look at it, because I think when evil rears up its head, you actually need to stare it down and confront it. You can't turn away. You can't look away. At this point, at least where we are now, it must be confronted. We need to know what we are up against. And so, ladies and gentlemen, the first video I want to show you today is this one right here. This is going viral, like I said. Take a look. This is how it all went down. side note real quick. For those of you that have been tuning into my live broadcast coverage streams, this individual, you hear him, he's the one holding the camera. Where were you? Why aren't you down at Whipple with us? That's the Minneapolis Ice Facility. This guy, we have seen him every single night outside the Minneapolis Ice Facility. So we have all become quite acquainted with this individual who is recording, not the pastor here, but the man behind the camera. You recognize his voice.
Where are you? You drink your coffee, you got your jewelry, you have your nice clothes, but what do you do? What do you do to stand for your Somali and Latino communities? You have no comment. Exactly. Renee, good.
So, Mark, he spent $147 at what else you did?
$7 some eggs. College.
Like I said, we're going to break this down. Every single individual doing this, these rioters, these protesters, these agitators, they are engaging in a federal crime.
Yeah.
Every single one of them.
What else did I get?
So we spent together, he spent
All these
about
comfortable white people who are
$170.
living lavish, comfortable lives, while children are dragged into concentration camps,
And at the
they're
last
living real life
they
nice
have
lives in
sausage.
lattes, doing absolutely nothing for your Latino
Brown
and
turkey
Somali brothers and
sausage.
sisters. You come here to a man
Fix for
wearing a suit,
breakfast.
is a preacher,
I'm
did
gonna
Jesus
flip it
raise
onto
you? Did Jesus profit off the word?
transplant thing
No, Jesus
for a
would
few
die within
minutes just to see
don't touch me.
if it
Touch
is
me
on
again
or
and see what
not.
happens. Hey, you can't
Well, I know it
you
is.
are a
You
fake
know it
Christian.
is.
Why
You
are
wanna
you
watch
not
it later
standing
on,
with your
right?
Somali and Latino
I
communities?
do.
Why do I not see you out at Whipple every day protesting this attack on humanity? Where are you? You're sinners. You're pretending to be Christian. But we know you live an easy life, don't you? A very easy life while people are starving.
So you guys get the point. This individual is mentally ill. They are all mentally ill. They are psychotic. They are lunatics. And once again, they are committing federal crimes.
September the 2nd, 2025.
Take a look at this. I found this has popped up. I just wanted to share this with you guys. This is a woman named Brandy Cruz, independent. She says, I'm a lifelong independent. I dislike party politics. But the literal fate of the American Republic hangs in the balance. We cannot afford to let Republicans lose midterms. Look at this. Listen, I want you to look at this. Everybody, look at your screen here.
And where he's going, he's not going to be live.
You have
he's just
a
gonna record it
beautiful
'cause
young
I don't wanna
family
give
with
away
a
the position,
How big is the lotion?
Huh?
He's looking for lotion.
Okay.
30 seconds are up. Stop that right here.
Was that you just showed it to me a minute ago?
with a child, I don't know, probably 8 or 9 or 10-year-old boy in tears, just trying to celebrate the gospel and the word of Christ on a Sunday morning somewhere outside Minneapolis. And these far-left agitator freaks are in here. It's like, is nothing sacred? They're kicking in the doors of a church. They are kicking in the doors of a church and interrupting a Sunday service, making children cry here. Disrupting the service. And so, this is where specifically we bring this back to Don Lemon. Don Lemon is catching a lot of heat right now. This lemon is on fire, and properly so, because he was involved in this. He's a big name. He's a popular guy. He's a millionaire. He's a famous guy. Well, as it would turn out, he's a part of this, and he is actually also, Don Lemon is now facing federal charges. I want to show you what happened before their invasion of the church took place. All these agitators, rioters, they're meeting in a parking lot, going over their strategy, and Don Lemon was here reporting on all of it. He's a part of this. Take a listen to this. This is going to blow your mind.
They're getting the operation together. Again, this is an operation that is secret, that they invited folks out. Can't tell you what is going to happen, but you're going to watch it live unfold here on the Don Lemon Show. There are for this reason, it may look like MAGA coded.
He just pulled the camera away. He says, this is secret. It's like confidential what they're going to do. You're going to find out soon. Well, they went on to invade a church and interrupt a Sunday church service. And then as they're having their secret meeting, he pulls the camera away because he doesn't want to accidentally record any of them as they are planning to commit their federal crimes. So he brings the camera over. Hey, come on over here.
But there's a reason they have so many white people here. I'm just going to be honest. It's because of the operation that they're doing today. It's important to have allies, as they said, white allies here. So that is what I could say. I turned our camera off of them because they're giving some critical information here. But there we go. Everybody's ready to go. Let's go. Okay. Thank you guys thanks for allowing me to be here. Thank you guys.
Okay.
How are you?
Good.
To see you.
By the way, this woman here is the organizer of the group. She's the head honcho. This woman here, he's kissing her on the cheek. She is the one coordinating all of this terroristic activity. Hey, how are you? Comes up and kisses her on the cheek.
We're on. We're not saying what it is, what's going on, but thank you. Tell us why you're doing this.
So
this is Nakima Levy Armstrong. She's on the show
Nakima
on
Levy
Friday.
Armstrong, civil rights attorney, longtime activist here in the community. And, we protest and do activism in all kinds of ways. This is Operation Pull Up, more of a clandestine operation.
This is Operation Pull Up. I am a civil rights attorney. You would think that a civil rights attorney would know that you are not allowed to interrupt or invade ongoing church services or any place of worship. This is a highly protected thing. You cannot do that. This is a big time civil rights. She's a civil rights attorney. This is actually a civil rights violation. This is a federal crime, numerous different federal crimes. Absolutely astounding. Now, Don Lemon has got to be perhaps one of the stupidest people in this entire country. I just want to get a couple quotes on the feed here. So this is after their invasion of the church has been carried out. Don Lemon, he's following churchgoers leaving the church, and take a look at what he says here.
Watch this guy here. Look, hugging his kid. I imagine it's uncomfortable and traumatic for the people here, but again, careful, it's very slippery right here. It's uncomfortable and traumatic for the people here, but that's what really, careful, please, really slippery. I'm not kidding. That's what protesting is about.
I would imagine it's uncomfortable and traumatizing for the people here, but that's what protesting is all about. We are going to invade the church, we're going to interrupt the Sunday service, and it's going to be uncomfortable and traumatizing for everybody, the women, the men, the children. The children are going to be crying. We saw children crying in the pews. It's going to be traumatizing for them. But that's what protesting is all about. This guy is disgusting. This is putrid behavior. He goes on to say after the fact, now he's back in his car. Listen to what he says here.
You heard what some of the folks said in there, that this is, they shouldn't be there, and, they shouldn't be uncomfortable, and this is our house and whatever. That's what protesting is about, is to make people uncomfortable. You may not like it, but, if they went into a church, any church.
Once again, he's doubling down. Listen, that's what it's all about. We're here to make people uncomfortable inside of the church. We are going to kick the door in. We're going to riot inside of your church. And we are there. He's saying we are there explicitly to traumatize people. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is another discussion here. This happened right after they interrupted the service. This has 1.3 million views, 50,000 likes just about. This video is going viral. Don Lemon had an extended exchange, about 4 minutes long, with this man who was attending the service. And I really think, please do me a favor, with me, all of us together, watch this with me. You need to see this. There is a reason why this video is going viral. Take a look at this one here.
These people have come into our house and they've interrupted our worship. This is a house of peace, and we try to proclaim that. And this stirs division and rancor. And in the end, it's not helpful. Ultimately, I believe they've lost. They've emptied a house of worship. Everybody's gone home. Their point has been proven worthless. And so, in the end, I think they lose. But more importantly, if I was to break into any of their houses uninvited, cause derision and upset, a according to their values, I would be kicked out ultimately. It's not a good way. I feel violated. I feel interrupted. I feel angry.
May I ask you something? When you were saying if you had showed up at their house, they're saying that people are showing up at houses where they're citizens, without due process, and breaking and entering the house. One that we saw, I've been watching from New York, with a battering ram into someone's private property, and there's no recourse. There's no, you understand what I'm saying?
This is all part of a much larger dialogue, in my opinion. On one side, are people who watched a previous administration bring 12 million people in over the course of 4 years, and many of them undocumented, many of them criminals, etc. This is another administration's corrective. Now, whether you agree with the policies or procedures.
This guy is so calm and so civil and so respectful in spite of being surrounded by violent, aggressive, intrusive, far-left radicals. And you know what? I'm going to say something. I might get in trouble here. I understand this desire to be calm and peaceful and civil. And by the way, of course, I'm not advocating for anything terrible. I'm not advocating for violent backlash or anything. I disavow that. Very clearly, we see that trying to engage in an honest, earnest dialogue with these far-left nutjobs, it doesn't work. You cannot reason with these people. You cannot have a back and forth. You can't have an intellectual dialogue or a conversation.
Oh, I don't know why kids have to fight behind their backs. Good thing Mom was watching.
You are never going to be able to convince any of these people why we need to have ICE raids, or why, even at a basic level, why it's not permissible to riot inside of a church and interrupt a Sunday church service. You're never going to be able to convince these people why they ought not do that.
I think I could actually be sympathetic to some of the things where there have been challenges to passion and decency. At the same time, these are what are called targeted interventions by ICE to keep the American people safe.
If I respectfully may interject here, I've been out reporting on a lot of these, and they're not targeted. There are no warrants signed by a judge, and
there are warrants. There are warrants, and also we know for a fact, we're going to talk about this later today, 70% of ICE arrests and ICE deportations in the last 12 months have been targeting people that, like, violent illegal aliens. Not your run-of-the-mill illegal alien who just happens to be here illegally. Okay, that's also a crime, but 70% of ICE detentions and arrests over the last 12 months, they have been targeting violent, criminally violent illegal aliens. We know that.
And they're American citizens, many of them. Most of the people that they detain don't have criminal convictions or criminal records.
I'm not going to get into the weeds.
But you should know that, though. Don't you think that's part of it?
Yes, and I could also show you many opposing sides where we're also picking up the very criminals that have put Americans in danger. And I'm not saying it's pretty. I'm not saying it's not messy. I'm not saying it couldn't be better. I'm saying this is a part of a much larger dialogue in which one administration caused a great deal of chaos and havoc and danger for American citizens, and another is trying to correct that.
Do you believe that? Honestly, let me tell you,
listen,
just on the facts. Yes, I am. I want to give you the facts.
No.
Did you know that undocumented people and immigrants commit far less crime than American citizens?
We're done.
That is also a lie. Undocumented, illegal, undocumented. You know, hold up. Did you hear what he said? He said undocumented citizens. What in the hell is an undocumented citizen? Did you hear him say that? I'm sorry, what? That almost slipped by.
I mean, he's still for the
illegal aliens. Let's get the, by the way, let's get the right term here. illegal aliens do commit crime at disproportionately higher rates than American citizens. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Significantly higher. Yes, they do.
Done here. We're done here.
Then natural-born Americans. You won't listen.
If you could ask,
I'm giving you the facts. It is.
Give me facts. I would have a conversation.
But I can respond to you.
No.
Did Jesus stand with the oppressed? He doesn't want to listen to facts.
You've got no facts.
That's the interesting thing about this is that they won't listen to facts.
No.
You won't because
Matt Morris, I challenged Don Lemon to a debate. I'm going to break my rule. You guys know I don't really do collaborative content. Don Lemon. I am Matt Morris. I'm a humble YouTuber. I'm on Rumble. I challenge you to a debate. Don Lemon. Here is my public challenge. Don Lemon, I am directly calling out you are a liar. You are a propagandist. You are a race baiter. You are a manipulator. I challenge you to a debate. A one-on-one. Sit down in person. I'll fly out. I'll meet you. Let's do it. Mr. Lemon, let's do it.
When you pose as a journalist,
I am a journalist. Journalists give facts.
And then you start correcting me with facts and don't have.
You shouldn't hear the facts.
Of course, I should hear the facts. Most of the people who are picked up will you give me the facts on both sides?
That is the facts on both sides. Most of the people who are picked up and are detained are not convicted. They have no criminal convictions. They have no criminal record. None. That immigrants commit far less crime than native-born Americans.
I would ask him, how do you know that? Don Lemon, how do you know that illegal aliens commit less crime than American citizens? What's your data set? By the way, there is only one county in this entire country that registers whether or not a criminal is an illegal alien. This is not readily available data. There's only one county, El Paso County in Texas, I believe. Most of the time, 99.99999.
That's 2248. Okay.
Right now, it's on Supposedly. I already tried to make up for my face.
999. Keep seeing the same thing over and over again.
A lot of numbers. 999.
I'm trying to remember that number. What is it? 16 or what? I forget already.
I didn't get to see the rest.
I'm gonna go back to that last one.
From the Chicagoland area, Pastor James Ward. Up in Detroit, my brother Lorenzo Sewell. From Indiana, Micah Beckwith, Lieutenant Governor Micah Beckwith, and a new guy. He's new to you. I don't think he's been on Flashpoint before. This is Cameron Karimi. Cameron, thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you so much, Gene, for having me, and it's an honor to be with you.
It's an honor to have you. All right, so Cameron, I want people to understand a little bit of your history before we get into more details. You came to America from Iran in 1978. Why?
Yes, sir.
Why?
I came here to go to school. I came for basically following education. And at age 15, I went to high school and then went to college. And then right after college, I got into business. And then 13 years after I was in America, I had an encounter with the Lord. And everything changed. The whole trajectory of my life changed by that encounter with the Lord, and nothing's been the same. I've been running for the Lord. I heard the Lord call me to preach the gospel to the Muslim world. I argued with him. I said, Lord, anything else but that. But the Lord says, no, that's exactly what I've created you for. That's what I'm calling you to do. I'm going to equip you, and I'm going to send you to them. And so we've been doing that. I actually got into full-time ministry. I stepped out of business, out of a very lucrative business, stepped out of there, and in 1995, and served actually on Dr. Jerry Savelle's staff for several years. And then by our mutual consent, I stepped out and established the Voice of Freedom. Back then it was called Global Exploits Ministries, but then we changed the name to our TV broadcast that we have to the Voice of Freedom. Everything was cohesive that way. So we've been broadcasting satelliting into Iran since 2003. In 2001, the Lord told me to go on television, and I didn't know, could I, if you will. But We did, and God began to open the doors supernaturally. Everything's been just totally supernaturally. For the past 23 years, we've been broadcasting. We started weekly, and then for 3 years, and then in 2006 we went on daily, and we've been doing that consistently. And we are seeing a huge influx of people in Iran surrender their hearts to Christ. I mean, I'm sure you've heard this. The fastest growing church in the world right now, it's taking place right here in Iran. And when I say right here, I'm not in Iran, actually in Iran, but right under the nose of these mullahs that are trying to dominate the world. God is doing a great thing.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And you're the show, just so everybody understand, you're on TV and you're doing the program in Farsi, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And
everything is in Farsi.
So talk about, real quickly, what's the response been from when you started to now? Have you seen a gradual, has it increased, decreased, the same, what?
In the beginning, there was a huge, just a lot of, we couldn't answer all the phone calls in the beginning. But then as the Iranian government began to get wind of what is happening through satellite, many people were coming to Christ. And as a result of that, when the government got wind of it, they began to control, if you will, try to control the people. People would get saved through the television broadcast, and then they would go into the churches that were still, like I'll call them the over-the-ground churches that were in Iran. But then the government began to threaten the pastors of those churches that were already in Iran. And as a result of that, ultimately they began to shut those churches down in Iran. So a great phenomenon began to take place as a result of that, which turned into a house church movement in Iran, which has caused this growth that has exploded in Iran. Most people are just coming to the Lord left and right. They're just, we can't handle the harvest that is coming in, frankly, if I could just tell you straight up. And but it's been a journey, wonderful journey, and we are seeing great miracles take place in Iran. Many families are saved, healed, delivered. Even some of the government leaders have come to Christ, which is wonderful.
That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. All right, so let's play this real quickly because I saw you the other day on my social media, and you were in Broken Arrow. Watch this.
I've been here since 1982. I came to America 47 years ago, leading a nation that we've all heard about for the past 47 years, about what the atrocity they've caused around the world, Iran.
So you went on to explain there at that city council about the mosque that was coming in. I got to know, Cameron, I was shocked this was even in Broken Arrow, because I know Broken Arrow, like a lot of us do. We know Broken Arrow, and you're like going, really? This is even up for discussion, a mosque in Broken Arrow. How was it in the room? Because the shots I saw, there were a lot. Islam was very well represented at that.
Well, actually, Gene, in that particular meeting, that was the rezoning commission meeting and all that. So there were about probably, we were to overflow. In fact, we had an overflow room. There were probably around 300 to 400 people there at that one for the rezoning. That was when I was speaking there and what I shared there. But then as a result of what happened there, the rezoning commission actually began to give thumbs up for giving the green light for the rezoning to the city council. And then just the last week we were there, and there were probably between 3,000 to 4,000 people show up at the university campus there to deal with the city council. And that's where they were a good combination of both Americans, Oklahomans, if you will, and Muslims show up.
All right, but how I want to know, how is that for you? I mean, obviously you minister to Muslims every week, but that's got to be a little surreal to be in the room a little bit. I mean, I would think is it that way even after all this time, or is that not a big deal?
It could be. It can be. I've never been in the, if you will, in the governmental field, if you will, at the time. I've recently, last year, I became our precinct chair in our community as far as that goes. So I've been kind of dabbling in the government a little bit, trying to just do my part, if you will. Sure. And that's what led to this invitation as far as that. But it was, there was a lot of Muslims there, and they were beautiful people. I've given my life to serve these people with the gospel. So to see them there, to see what they're trying to do and all that, I could see what their ideas are, but the reality of having a 3,000 seat mosque being built in Broken Arrow right next to David Ingles Church. Right. It's literally next to David Ingles Church. I did not realize that's where it was. Yeah, wow. I mean, the land is next to it, literally. Okay. That's what really we had to stand up against that. All right, so I wanted to give everybody at home who do not know who you are some background. So now we'll kind of get into some of the news of the day. Let's go to number 2, guys. This is what happened when a bunch of anti-ICE mob decided to go to church. Renee!